Good morning and happy Monday. Today we're going to be talking about how I don't have a case of the Monday blues anymore. But first things first, I wanted to make sure I introduce myself. My name is Andrea Oram. I am a music teacher. I'm a vocal coach. I help people who aren't necessarily music teachers be able to feel confident moving into that space of leading a church choir or helping out with their homeschool music class. Even though they may be super willing, they may not know what to do next and make that feel way less overwhelming. So that's just a little bit about me. And I can't wait to get into our topic for today because it's a fun one for me. So let's get at it because why not, right? But anyway, happy Monday. So our topic, like I said, is how I don't have a case of the Monday blues anymore. And today, this is my topic because I just woke up today super excited for all of the things that I have on my list of to-dos today. I woke up super excited to serve people. I woke up super excited to help people that I am equipped and well-trained to do, and in a way that works well for me. So I actually work for myself. I have a business from home. That does not mean I'm home all the time. In fact, I'm actually not home most of the time once the school year gets started because I teach a lot of different groups of people. I teach for homeschool groups. I teach private lessons. I teach community ed classes. And so I'm actually not home very much, even though I have a business from home. And I also have a couple elements of that are online based. And so that's essentially how I don't have a case of the Monday blues, if you would, anymore, because I am able to curate what I want to do and how I want to do it. So on those days and the days that I am working from home, that I'm doing, different prep work or working on the online courses that I have coming out, or the ones that I already have out that I'm, supporting my students and engaging and connecting with them. When let's say, pretend I have a bad day or I have a cold, I wake up with a cold or something like that, right? Instead of feeling like I am struggling, I can be like, no, I'm okay. Like today is a light day. Or if it's not a light day, I can move through it in a totally different way than I used to. I used to feel like I was constantly running on fumes. I'll just be honest with you. In past situations where I had a different load of teaching, I felt like I was running on fumes a lot. And so if I did have a day where I didn't feel 100%, whether it was emotionally or physically, I really struggled to feel like I could either make it through the day or be able to pass that off to someone who was able to take my place for that day. But now I'm able to set my schedule in a way that even if I don't feel 100%, I'm not exhausting myself on fumes like that. So I set up my schedule so that I'm not running back to back to back to back to back to back all day, every day. I don't like doing that. I never have. I know I grew up that way kind of, and I know I did that to myself a little bit, actually a lot of it, during college and my first couple years out of college. But I truly don't like running back to back to back and working 60, 70 hours a week. I honestly don't know who does. Because I want to spend time with my family. I want to be able to enjoy hobbies that I wasn't able to do before. And now I'm able to create a schedule like that for myself, create and lay out my schedule in a way that works for me, that if I have a hard day for some reason, which doesn't happen very often anymore either, that I can take the time I need. If I do need to take the time, if I do have to actually take time off, it's doable. I have enough different income streams. My business mentor likes to call it eggs in many baskets. Instead of having all my eggs in one basket, my full-time, gig, my full-time job for someone else, instead of having all my eggs in one basket, I have many eggs in many baskets. So I'm able to then, if I have a day where I can't fulfill commitments for something, like say an emergency comes up and I need to take time, I take time from that specific day. So maybe I am not able to fulfill a coaching commitment, or maybe I'm not able to fulfill a specific teaching course or class that day or a lesson. I'm able to bump that out. So technically I didn't earn the income for that day, but I have so many other income streams, so many other ways that income is coming in that I don't even hardly notice that drop in that one day. And I don't have to write lesson plans or sub plans or anything like that unless I want to. If I have the resources, someone who is willing and able to do that, I would welcome being able to do that. But it's not a requirement anymore like it was before. It's not a burden on me to have to decide, do I try to force and work my way through this day, or do I call in and ask for support, but then also have to provide the resources to that person to make that support. So it's just given me so much freedom. It's given me freedom of mind. It's given me freedom of finances. It's given me freedom of being able to be creative again and feel like I actually have the emotional bandwidth to be creative when I felt like I was just running on fumes. And because I was, that I didn't have that opportunity to create and to use my own voice. And that's another thing. I teach my students some of my students, how to use their voice in a healthy way. So if you're in the Strength Train Your Voice group, if you're watching that from here, which if you're not, there's a link in the description of this video, so go check that out. But if you're in that Strength Train Your Voice group, you know that I teach my students how to use their voice healthily. There were times when I didn't do that, and I pushed myself too hard because I felt like I didn't have a choice. And now I have those choices. Now I'm able to make decisions that are healthy for my body, healthy for my mind, healthy for my heart, my spirit, and healthy for my voice. So that's how I don't have a case of the Monday blues anymore. If you're catching this on replay, you can comment #replay. If you have questions about it, you can also learn a lot more about how I did all this stuff, because no, I'm not a business expert of any sort. I do have an entrepreneurial bent, so I do tend to lean or find interest in things like that, but I did not know half the things about how to do this that I know now a year ago. In fact, I've learned most of what I've learned in the last 4 months. I have learned like crazy, and I've learned that from my business mentor. You can learn about her program in the description of this video, so if that's something that you're like, I just want to know what this is about, you can click on that and check that out a little bit. If you have questions for me about what it looks like for me, how I've experienced that business course, I'd be happy to answer questions on that as well. You can message me or send me a carrier pigeon or however way you want to connect with me. But I hope you have an awesome Monday and a happy Monday, and not the Monday blues. And if you love your job, I would love to hear about that, because I know so many people who do love their job. But I do know a lot of people who struggle and have the Monday blues, or, want to be able to take time when they aren't able to take time. And so if that's you and you're looking for something different, I'd be happy to talk about what I've been doing. So again, have an awesome Monday, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.